Hey, it's Justine, and today we are checking out a brand new gimbal for your phone. This is the Insta360 Flow. You may be familiar with some Insta360 cameras that I've reviewed here in the past. They just recently came out with a webcam. They have some incredible 360 cameras, but now they're getting into the gimbal game. And this has a ton of different features. 3-axis stabilization, Deep Track 3.0, foldable and portable, one-step rapid deploy, auto mode, AI-powered editing, magnetic design, built-in selfie stick and tripod, all-day battery life, and a smart wheel. Let's see what all of those things mean and get into the unboxing. It's right there! Whoa, check that. Oh my goodness. What the heck? This looks so cool. It's like transparent so you can see inside of it. That's a really cool feature. What a little surprise. Very tiny. Like, this is it. Here it is. What great packaging design. It just unfolds right before my eyes. And this is in like a little pouch. This is super cute. I've unboxed a lot of Insta360 things before, and this might be my favorite. So it looks like we have the mount for your phone right here. We've got a USB-C to USB-A cable. And this is actually so cute. This is a little light that you can attach to the top of it. So if you're in low light situations, you can attach this and have a light. Not gonna lie, I don't think I've ever seen a gimbal come with a little light or a little purse. Like, look at this. We also have a little strap for the purse. I mean, I'm gonna call it a purse, but you can call it a carrying case. Call it what you want. Who is she? Look at that. Super cute. They say it's like a one-step deploy. Oh, it auto turns on and everything. Phone mount. This also has a grip that you can add to it. That actually helps out a lot. Now, I have pretty small hands and my hand fits this perfectly, but the cool thing about this is it has a built-in tripod and an extender. So if you need more space, you can just pull this bottom out and it gives you a more comfortable grip. This also has a tripod built in, which I've not seen any gimbals with built-in tripods. I've seen phone gimbals that have attachments that you would also have to carry with you, but this just folds right up inside of the device. This also does have an extendable selfie stick.
What the freaking heck?
Yes! Now, I feel like a lot of times people use these as gimbals to have stable footage. Now, I have used them like that, but I'm not gonna lie to you. A lot of times I use these when I'm out at events or if I'm places where I don't wanna ask people to take a photo for me. I will set this up and use these types of things to take photos by myself. I don't need anyone's help. I'm just self-sufficient. So I'm very excited to test this out in my usual phone gimbal fashion and see if it passes the test. This is the smart wheel, which is kind of interesting. My phone isn't currently connected to it, but with this, you'll be able to scroll and change the different modes. This is also a joystick, so that'll allow you to change the direction of your gimbal when your phone is connected. All right. Let's get the phone connected. There are so many features in this thing, so I think now it's only right that we head outside and test it out. Now it's time to get some footage with the Insta360 Flow. I'm so excited about testing this out because obviously I love taking shots with my phone, and this is just kind of elevating our phone already. And these ducks, I don't know what they think. Am I your mom? Do you think I'm your mom? Do you not want us here? Maybe that's it. I don't understand ducks, so I don't know what they're saying. But the first thing I'm gonna try out is some of the slow motion shots. So we can go in here to slow motion and get some slow motion duck shots. This extends so I can get closer to the ducks without them feeling threatened by my presence. I'm not a threat, I'm nice. Something else that's kind of cool is we also have a widescreen mode. So this will give us a really nice cinematic look. Here we go. Now this is also tracking me at the same time, so my face will stay in frame as I walk to get some shots. Oh my God, this is so steady. Like, I can just lift this up and it still keeps me in the shot. So one of the things that I really like is how easy it is to switch between horizontal and vertical footage. So I can just double tap on this little button right here on the handle, and that'll quickly switch it between horizontal and vertical. So right now we're gonna shoot a little vertical footage. I can draw a circle around my face to make sure I stay in frame, hit record, and we're off. Something else that I can also do is we can switch this while I'm recording to switch it to the back. This is something that I do a lot in Instagram when I'm making Instagram stories, and you can't actually do that in the iPhone app. So this gives you that ability to just have all of that in one clip, and I can be like, oh look, there's ducks. Look at the ducks, there they are. So like I said, this video is actually being shot in the Insta360 app. So this is where you're able to get so much more utility out of this device by using their built-in features in the app. The other thing I like about having this handle is I can do a lot of controls here. And I can even zoom with this little wheel. So this allows me to get some close-up shots and not even have to touch my screen at all. Oh my God, he's getting so close to me. Look how close I can get. Just zooming with the zoom wheel. Yeah, get that itch, get that itch. You got an itch. You're so freaking cute. Get him. Let him know. So inside of the Insta360 app, this allows you to track yourself. So I can draw a little circle around myself and I can hit, oh, that's me, that's me. So now that I got my coffee, it's tracking me. Look at this, 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 it's following me, now it sees you. Wonder how far it can go. Oh my God, it's still going. How far does this go? Dude, I went all the way around in a circle pretty much. Okay, we've reached the limit, and now we're gonna go all the way back. So I'm shooting in the widescreen. This is so cool because it kind of gives you a more cinematic look for your video, but also it's tracking me. So it's like I'm shooting a feature film by myself, all alone. Being able to use the rear camera will give you higher quality footage, especially when you're tracking. You can also use the trigger to start tracking, and there is a person re-identification feature with Deep Track 3.0. If your subject happens to go out of frame, is blocked by an object or another person, when it sees that original subject, it will continue to track them. Super cool. This latte is so good. It's a butterfly latte. It's blue. Can you see in there? So good. I don't know what it's made of. Hopefully not butterflies, or I'm very uncomfortable. Okay, that was pretty cool. This can also do pano photos, which is really fun to do. This wall is so beautiful, so I'm gonna see if I can get a little pano photo. We have a couple different options. There's a 3x3, which is what we're gonna do. There's a 180, which will give you a 180-degree view, and there's also a sphere that kind of gives you that 360 view. But let's just test out the 3x3, see what we get. There it goes. So this will give you 3 up, 3 down. So it's really gonna get this whole entire scene. Yeah, we really want that table in there. We definitely want that shot. And it automatically will stitch it, and there it is. There's our photo. Let's try a 180, just since we're here. Oh, that's gonna be cool. Look how cool! That is awesome. I'm really glad I tested that out. So you can also do time lapses, which is really cool, and this is great because it does have the integrated tripod in it, so you definitely need that for time lapses. But one of the cool things that I like about time lapses is when you go in, you can actually set the in and out points. So if I wanted to start doing a time lapse at this end and end over here, I could start over here, end here, and it'll do like a gradual little turn, which is so cool. Something else that I actually haven't tried yet, so I'm really excited to try this, is time shift. So I don't know what this is gonna look like. I have no idea. So you guys are gonna be experiencing it with me. So let's go do a time shift, shall we? I'm so excited to see what this looks like. We just got back from our little time shift walk, so let's see what we've got. Oh, this looks so cool. Look at me strolling. Look at me having a day. That was way cooler than I thought it was gonna be. I didn't know what to expect. Should we try a shot genie? I think we should. Let's see, outdoors. Solo woods walk. All right. Tracking, field of view, medium, shooting skills. Push forward as the subject enters the scene from the left.
I think I need to shoot.
You do, yeah. Can you do that?
Of course I can do that.
Okay. I mean, it's not like you're not doing it already. Finished shooting our Shot Genie library clip. That was super easy and it was actually really fun. I love this for beginners who might not actually know what to shoot if they're out in these scenarios. So it really gives you this template to make shooting and filming really easy. You can quickly switch between mode types. There's auto, follow, pan follow, and FPV right on the dial. I had so much fun experimenting with each one of these because they are so different that depending upon the situation, you'll quickly learn which one is right for you. Let's test out a time lapse. The fact that this has a built-in tripod is super clutch. Like, you don't have to carry anything extra. Suggested to deploy the tripod for a better time-lapse effect. You better believe it. All right, here we go. I was gonna film some motion tracking playing basketball, but my basketball was flat and I couldn't figure out how to make it unflat. So instead, I've got a lightsaber. Lightsabering was really fun, and this worked out really well, being able to track me. And now we're gonna test out this little spotlight. So this plugs in right here. So this is kind of like at the base of the gimbal where you put your phone. Plug that in. Look how cool this is. Oh my goodness, I love it. So it also has a few different modes. This will allow you to change the color temperature to match wherever you are. You've got brightness and color temperature. So freaking cool. That's a nice little medium. The other cool thing is you can actually use this to charge your phone, so you don't need to bring a power bank. If you have this and your phone's dying, you can plug it in. Look at that. Isn't that freaking awesome? Obsessed. All right, let's do a couple little tests here and see how this works. So here's what it looks like without the spotlight on. It's super easy to use. All you have to do is plug it directly into the base right here on the gimbal. So when we plug this in, it's gonna turn the light on and you're gonna see a huge difference. So here we are, no spotlight. Get ready for the spotlight. And here it is with the spotlight. The cool thing about this is there's two different buttons on there, so you can adjust not only the brightness, but the color temperature. So right now we're at full power brightness. We can turn this down. This is the lowest setting. Here's the medium setting, and then we'll turn it back to high. And there's the high setting. Now let's change the color temperature. So this is the warmest color temperature. So this is the cool color temperature on the brightest setting. This is medium. This is probably my go-to, I feel like, because it's kind of like a nice middle balance between the cold and the warm. This is awesome. I mean, how many other gimbals come with a spotlight? I don't know of any. If there are any, correct me if I'm wrong, but this design is so cool. For no other reason, like this cute little spotlight and the tiny little tripod, like this is everything. This is awesome. I'm so hyped. Let's go film a Star Wars movie. It's time for dinner and bed. Maybe tomorrow. This was so much fun to review. Like, not gonna lie, it's kind of hard to get excited about tech when it's something that seems so familiar. Like, we've seen a ton of gimbals for phones before, but the fact that Insta360 is really taking this a step further just to make this a little bit different, more unique, and more user-friendly, I am so here for it. If you guys want to get more information about the Insta360 Flow, I will put a link in the description where you can check it out and also purchase. A huge thank you to Insta360 for partnering with me on this video. I am so hyped about this and can't wait to take this on my next travel adventure. I also love how small it is and compact. It literally fits in my yoga pants. Love it. Yoga pants pocket. Just, let's be clear.